Now at 9, the U.S. economy could lose up to $15 billion from the government shutdown. Find out why this is possible.
Also, Amazon announced a new investment in South Korea just hours after a mass layoff. See what that is.
Next, a local record shop is preserving the art of music in Muncie, how they are going about it.
And a retired basketball player is looking to inspire the next generation of athletes, how he is teaching the importance of hard work.
I've got the details on Thursday's showers. NewsLink Indiana starts now.
Local news about local people, live from Ball State Unified Media. You're watching NewsLink Indiana.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Max Robson.
And I'm Mia Bloomer.
The Congressional Budget Office is warning the economy could lose billions of dollars due to the government shutdown. A report finds the shutdown will lower GDP growth for the quarter by 1 to 2 percentage points. Most of the decline will be recovered. However, depending on how long the shutdown continues, the CBO found the economy could lose up to $14 billion. The CBO says the decline is the result of fewer services provided by federal workers, less spending on goods and services, and lower SNAP benefits. But the agency also says, quote, the effects of the shutdown on the economy are uncertain, end quote.
Amazon may be laying off employees in the U.S., but it's investing heavily in South Korea. The house that Bezos built announced plans to invest more than $5 billion in the country. That's in addition to $4 billion it previously pledged. All this money is going to AI data centers for AWS. That's Amazon Web Services, the retailer's cloud computing arm. The same AWS that suffered a massive outage earlier this month and knocked much of the internet offline. More AI adoption is the reason Amazon gave just hours ago for its plans to cut 14,000 staffers in the U.S.
And you know, Mira, it has been so cold recently, I'm just really not enjoying it.
I know, and that wind, I don't know. I mean, I feel like I can bundle up, but that wind hitting my face, I don't know what to do about it.
Oh yeah, I'm just hoping that the wind doesn't keep going, but we're gonna send it over to Elizabeth with weather.
Yes, those temperatures have definitely been cooling down. We have 47 in Indianapolis, 52 in Lafayette, and 52 in Muncie. Those temperatures have decreased quite a bit. A 10-degree decrease in Indianapolis, a 9-degree decrease in Shelbyville, and a 6-degree decrease in Terre Haute. I will be tracking the windy conditions, Thursday showers, and Halloween conditions as well.
Thanks, Elizabeth. Preserving the art of Muncie is important for one local record shop. NewsLink Indiana's Braylon Judy drops the needle.
It's the middle of fall and downtown Muncie seems barren. But if you listen closely, you can hear the needle drop. Record Parlor Muncie is a nostalgic trip when you first walk in. It's a place where music people can meet music people.
I think I'll have to just be absolutely claustrophobic in here with records. I want to fill every nook and cranny of this shop that I can with stuff for people and have as much good music as possible for people to peruse.
Derek and Sarah McNelly set up Record Parlor Muncie 6 months ago, all for the love of music and art. They seek to fill the shoes of a past record shop scene. They want to bring back a music culture that ties Muncie together.
Local record stores, there's a history of them in Muncie. I mean, back in the 70s there were Stonehenge and there was Music Land at the mall, Dan's Downtown Records, Village Green Records. There's always been record stores around. And music in general, the music and arts scene in Muncie is much bigger than the surrounding area in Indiana. I mean, we have a really strong culture here. And so I think continuing to push that as well as preserve it is very important.
Preservation of music culture is important to Derek. Most of the stock is from his personal collection. His goal, to share his love of music with Muncie as a whole. Not only selling records, but also experiencing music together, all in the parlor.
I look at this position that I have as a responsibility to the community. And so being able to have conversations where I'm on the other end of that still is so important to me, to be able to connect with people and they can share music with me that I still haven't found or experienced.
In Muncie, Braylon Judy, NewsLink Indiana.
Music can bring us all together, so grab a friend and listen to some new songs. If you're looking for a music community, visit Record Parlor in downtown Muncie.
Muncie local Dennis Trammell runs his own private gym aimed at helping younger athletes. NewsLink Indiana Stella Davis dribbled down the court to check things out.
Kids have dreams. They want to be a doctor or a rock star, or in this case, a basketball player. But you can't just become an amazing basketball player overnight. That's why I'm here at Next Pro, where Dennis Trammell does private lessons for kids so that they can go chase their dreams.
Retired professional basketball player Dennis Trammell has always loved basketball and now shares his knowledge and love of the sport by doing lessons with all ages in the barn-turned-gym in his backyard.
If you love it, you want to be good at it, you're going to be good at it, you got to spend time doing it. And so, that's why I think it's important to create these opportunities for kids to kind of develop those skills.
Dennis challenges all his students to be the best athlete they can be because through practice and determination, they can achieve their goals.
I actually want to go to the NBA, be one of the best NBA players I can play. So it's going to be a lot of work, but I'm just going to take one step at a time.
And even if their dreams aren't to be a star basketball player, Dennis gives all his students the tools to pursue something they enjoy.
I love basketball because it's like my life. I couldn't live without it.
These extra practices teach young athletes about teamwork, dedication, and hard work. The skills they learn in the barn will help them be one step ahead on the real court.
Fast forward to now it's like, man, I got an opportunity now to help maybe create some of those experiences for the kids, but you gotta work first.
As we've seen today, practice paves the way for kids and teens to chase their dreams. Dennis's practice has shown us just a glimpse of all the hard work that goes into being a basketball star. And hey, maybe with a little hard work, I can learn something new too.
In Muncie, Stella Davis, NewsLink, Indiana.
The love of the game continues every day in the barn for Trammell and his athletes. For more information, follow Dennis A. Trammell Jr. on Instagram.
Pumpkin Pulp isn't just another Halloween store. It's a local powerhouse where art, creativity, craftsmanship, and horror blend seamlessly together.
NewsLink's Joey Thielen visits Pumpkin Pulp to learn how they blossomed into a Halloween phenomenon.
From scary masks and creepy dolls to spooky clocks with swinging jaws and tongues, Pumpkin Pulp is unique like its owner and lead artist, Brian Blair.
We specialize in making high-end masks and props for the Halloween and haunt industry mainly. So we get a lot of people call us. They'll call us wanting us to create masks and things like that for their movies. So yeah, it's a fun job.
The process for making these masks starts with Blair sculpting clay, which takes around a day. Then the mask caster, Chandler Teal, jumps in to mold and cast the mask, which also takes about a day.
Once it's sculpted out of clay, I mold it with plaster or Cal 30, and it hardens up and it makes a mold. And once we have the mold made, I pour the latex into it, and I do 3 layers. I brush it in, and then I pour it and I swish it around. And once it's swished around and gets in all the cracks and all the detail, I let it drain in the bucket. And then once it's drained, I put it in those big ovens we have back there, and then they dry in the ovens, and I pull it, and once it's pulled, you have the rubber mask. And that's my main job, and then I trim it, and I hang it up to be painted.
Thanks to social media, people all around the world contact Blair to make masks and props for them.
We got a big following online, so we really hit the social media hard. Sometimes I show us making things, but just a lot of the finished product, and show how some of the masks have like moving mouths and stuff, so I'll show how it works and what it's like to be here, yeah. So people I think like seeing behind the scenes stuff, so.
After Halloween, Blair and his artists will focus on preparing for the next Halloween season. In Muncie, Joey Thielen, NewsLink, Indiana.
To purchase something, you can go to pumpkinpulp.com, or you can go to the store. Hours are 12 p.m. to 5 p.m.
After the break, Boeing's major deal with China marks a turning point for the U.S. jet maker. See how things could be changing.
And a famous trader on Wall Street became the first multi-million-dollar company. Hear about how they've achieved this milestone.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing to keep us focused.
A habit we never skip, to clear our minds and elevate our performance.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game? To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health. Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mental health. Discover the resources that you need to keep your mind focused and your mental health a priority.
Julie was always a voracious reader. She'd carry 2 novels on an airplane because she'd read one on a 3-4 hour ride. And at some point, I began to notice that she would read a page and couldn't remember what she had just read, and she'd have to go back and read it again.
I don't remember much these days after I read, but less does for me, and I love it.
Whether it's our stories, the warmth of our laugh, or our family's secret sauce, we all bring something different to the table. So make some space. The power of connection is waiting right outside your comfort zone. Learn how you can help strengthen your community at belongingbeginswithus.org/teamup.
Welcome back. Today, Boeing posted another massive quarterly loss of nearly $5 billion. But this could still turn out to be its best week in over 6 years. Boeing is reportedly close to finalizing a huge order from Chinese airlines, possibly as many as 500 jets. This comes after nearly a decade of frozen sales tied to U.S.-China trade tensions. The deal could be announced as soon as President Trump meets with Chinese leader Xi Jinping in South Korea tomorrow. Boeing's CEO says the company is hopeful that the positive trade talks will lead to new business. The potential deal could signal a much-needed rebound for the jet maker, which has now lost more than $47 billion since the 737 MAX crisis began in 2019.
The world's most valuable public company just hit an unprecedented milestone. NVIDIA just became the world's first $5 trillion company, driven by the relentless demand for the company's AI chips. Discussions between President Donald Trump and Chinese leader Xi Jinping could open China's markets to those chips. Yesterday, NVIDIA's stock rose after its CEO talked about a future where the company's chips would be in everything. The company is already the world leader in chips that are key to powering data centers, and it's working with the U.S. Department of Energy to build quantum supercomputers to advance scientific research.
I've got the details on those trick-or-treating conditions after the break.
After his wife passed, my neighbor Larry started drinking a lot. He was in distress and acting out. He had guns around, and I didn't want anything bad to happen. I pressed pause. Our local authorities filed a firearm restraining order to temporarily remove the guns. It gave Larry the time he needed to get help. It wasn't easy, but we got through it together. Learn more at illinois.gov/pause to heal.
Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Welcome back. And you know, I cannot wait for Halloween.
Me too, and I'm just hoping that we had that rain today. I'm hoping that rain kind of holds off for a second during that Friday.
Yes, if we take a look outside right now, it is actually currently raining, and I don't think we have any rain in the forecast for Halloween. So we are seeing that rain covering Ball State's campus, and that has cooled off our temperatures. 47 in Indianapolis, 52 in Lafayette, 48 in Terre Haute. Taking a closer look here in Muncie, 52 in Muncie, 48 in Anderson, 50 in Marion, and 48 down in Newcastle. Now we have had a temperature decrease of 10 degrees in Indianapolis, 9 degrees in Shelbyville, 6 in Bloomington, and in Terre Haute. We haven't had much of a temperature change up north though. For the next 12 hours, we are seeing our temperatures staying pretty consistent all throughout, staying in those low to mid 40s all throughout, with our low tonight being 41 here in Muncie, 44 in Indianapolis, 40 in Lafayette, and 42 down in Terre Haute. Now, for tomorrow, as we're heading to class, we are going to see that rain from tonight carry on over. Definitely going to want that raincoat tomorrow around 8 a.m., 44 degrees. By noon, 49 degrees. And by 5 p.m., we are seeing that rain move out of our area, 55 degrees, and those winds are coming in at about 15 miles an hour. Now, like I mentioned, we do have that rain around noon tomorrow. That's covering all of Muncie, and it does start to move out of our viewing area by 5 p.m., like I mentioned as well. And then this does leave us with overcast all throughout the day into Friday, and even around trick-or-treating, we do see we have those clear conditions throughout, and then the overcast does come back into our viewing area all throughout the weekend. Now, I want to mention these wind gusts. I really want to emphasize on these wind gusts that we have. Thursday night, we have those wind gusts coming in about 26 miles an hour from the north. But for Friday, as we're heading out for trick-or-treating, getting ready, we're going to want to hold on to those hats because 27-mile-an-hour wind gusts coming from the northwest. Definitely going to be really windy, and it's definitely going to cool down those temperatures. These wind gusts do start to trickle down to 16 miles an hour coming from the west by the end of the weekend. Now, with these wind gusts, we've had some leaves starting to fall. From the Midwest, we have the mid-October to late October leaves fall, which is the orange and yellow leaves. Very beautiful outside, as we can see. Now, trick-or-treating is this Friday, Halloween. We are super excited, but it is going to be brisk outside. It's going to be cold, 36 degrees out. In mostly cloudy conditions, definitely going to want to wear that coat outside because it is going to be chilly. Now, this isn't the only big thing that we have this weekend. We do have fall back. We are falling back in time Sunday. At 2 a.m. we are going back in time, so definitely want to keep that in mind. Now for the next 7 days, like I mentioned, tomorrow we have that 60% chance of rainfall, 55 degrees. Halloween, 56 degrees. Saturday, 54. On Sunday, 56 degrees. And by early next week, we start to see that sun come out again, 62 degrees. Tuesday, 63. And on Wednesday, 64 degrees. And those lows are going to stay in the low 30s to high 30s as well. So overall, we do see a really good Halloween weekend, I feel like. What about you guys? Do you guys think so?
I think so too. I mean, the only thing I was always worried about was like, is my coat gonna match my, costume?
Me too, yes, I totally agree.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm gonna have to change the whole outfit.
You might have to, it's gonna be cold.
No, I definitely am going to need to change the whole outfit or I will be freezing.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
There's lots more to get to on NewsLink Indiana. Aiden McNally has a preview of sports.
Thanks, Max and Mira. A live look at how Ball State women's basketball fared in tonight's exhibition, as well as how one foundation was spreading their cause at a Ball State sporting event. All this and more next in sports.
Everyone has a ritual, that small thing we do to keep us focused.
But what do you do to keep your head in the game?
To drown out the self-doubt and support your mental health.
Because being your best isn't just about taking care of your body.
It's about taking care of your mind and mental health.
Find the resources you need to keep your mental health a priority.
Love your mind.
Here's the deal. We gotta set ourselves up. See, retirement is the long game. We can't play about our future or our finances. Make moves, set up goals. Don't worry about a setback. Just save up, stack up to reach them. Let's put ourselves in the right position. Pre-game to greater things. This is pre-tirement.
I don't know why you're so sad. You've got a roof over your head.
You gotta stop with that depression stuff.
You all right?
It just feels like it's coming from everywhere.
Do you want to talk about it?
You can talk to me if you're feeling sad.
Whenever you need to talk, I'm here, okay?
I don't think that many kids in my son's school even do it.
He makes fun of his friend who vapes.
He would never try it.
She's into soccer.
She's on the honor roll.
She's just not the type.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No way. My kid would never vape.
Get your head out of the cloud. Today, nearly 8,000 kids will start vaping. Maybe even yours. Learn about the dangers at talkaboutvaping.org.
Welcome back to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Aiden McNally with sports. After their best season since 2002, the Delta girls soccer team's playoff run has come to a close. NewsLink Indiana's Jaden Collins has more.
Everyone has just been cheering for us and cheering us on, and I don't even think some people knew we had a girls soccer team before this season.
If they didn't know then, they sure know now. Making history has been no sweat to the 2025 Delta girls soccer team. After a 15-win regular season and their first regional championship in 23 years, the Eagles' season came to an end in Kokomo Saturday with a loss to Mishawaka Marion in the semi-state title game.
I knew that this team could come out here. We could definitely win a sectional, but every game after that has been a blessing.
Finishing the year 19-2, Delta achieved many accolades this season. But what they'll remember most is the team chemistry that made their run so special.
We just truly have been able to go out there, connect well with each other, and know that us playing together as a team is more important than winning.
In the midst of their Final Four run, the Eagles are most proud of the support they received from their community.
Looking at the fans today, the section has been huge. That's the biggest fan section for a Delta soccer game that I've seen in my life. So to see the community behind this team and seeing and recognizing everything that they've done and they've worked for the past few years has been awesome.
I think it's just really cool to show the community that we can build around it and how many people are encouraged by our success because we really just enjoy being together, and that light shines out for everyone else to see.
In Kokomo, Jaden Collins, NewsLink Indiana.
Ball State women's basketball is back in action tonight. NewsLink Indiana's Josh Gabbard is live from Worthen Arena with details from the exhibition game.
Thank you, Aiden. The defending MAC regular season and tournament champions were back in action here tonight at Worthen Arena in an exhibition matchup against IU East, where the Cards took a commanding victory 116-34. There was a costume night promotion. It was great to see some of the students in that costume contest at halftime, but it was also fans' first chance to see Brady Sallee's new roster in his 14th season. The roster is made up of 4 returners, 2 transfers, and 7 freshmen round out that roster. The season opener will be on the road against Arkansas State on November 3rd, with the home opener here in Worthen Arena on November 12th against Northern Kentucky. Back to you in the studio, Aiden.
Thanks, Josh. Ball State women's volleyball gave a chance to the Chasing Greatness Foundation to spread their cause. I had a chance to talk to the foundation on what this night meant for them. Ball State women's volleyball faced off against Miami, Ohio Tuesday night at Worthen Arena for Silent Set night, a night where the crowd doesn't cheer until the Cards score their 9th point of the game. The result, a sweep in the Cardinals' favor. But in this contest, the night was less about the game and more about the cause of Silent Set night, raising awareness for the Chasing Greatness Foundation.
Chasing Greatness was founded in 2021. Our objective was to raise awareness and funding for children under the age of 18 and younger, to provide funding and financial assistance for children who receive hearing aids. We also provide awareness and educational opportunities for the hearing loss and deaf community.
Since founded in 2021, the Chasing Greatness Foundation has grown quickly, and for Parker, it's telling on what this night means to her as she's watched it all unfold since the beginning.
So I graduated from Penn State in 2022, and the first silent set we did at Penn State University when I was a player. So seeing the event grow over the years in different universities, even local high schools, to help raise awareness for the hearing loss and deaf community is amazing.
As the night wrapped up, it became a win for the team, the fans, and the foundation with the opportunity to spread their cause. In Muncie, Aiden McNally, NewsLink, Indiana. Well, women's basketball is finally back after the year they had last year. I'm pretty excited for what they have in store for this year.
Oh, most definitely. And I have high expectations for this team. After making it to the dance last year, I think they could go back.
Absolutely.
I absolutely love to watch women's basketball. It's super cool to see them out there doing just like what they love to do. It's the energy is impeccable at Ball State, for sure.
Well, thank you, Aiden. After the break, Arlene Thompson has your campus coverage.
And we have a final look at your weather. Stay with us.
My son, Ricky, took his life by the use of a firearm. It broke me in ways that I never knew that I could be broken. And I contemplated suicide. I still own my firearm. I keep it in a safe because I want to keep my grandson and myself safe. Store your gun securely, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo.
Mom was always organized, but she started forgetting to pay her bills on time.
And she'd buy the same gifts over and over.
Telling the girls about my Alzheimer's diagnosis was really hard.
At first we had our cries, but then we were like, okay, let's make a plan.
Early detection gave us time to adapt together.
It's so important for you to think about what you can do and making the most of what you have.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
How do you know when you've made the right decision? It's the feeling you get in your gut. The one that tells you what's right or wrong. It's the one that says, sure, I can have a drink. Or the feeling that says, okay, I've been drinking. Now what? It's the voice inside you that says, I'm buzzed. Better leave the car when it's time to go. Plan ahead. Catch a sober ride. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back. My name is Arlene Thompson, and this is your campus coverage. In the spirit of the leaves changing on campus, Ball State's Resident Hall Neuer celebrated the season with their annual Fall Fest. In the center of campus, students from all around gathered together to enjoy a plethora of activities to enjoy. With face painting, raffles, games, and blanket making, students had the chance to get into the fall spirit. Competitiveness ensued in air hockey and ring tosses, while others battled for the Cardinal Punch. Decked out in a Charlie Brown theme, the festival offered a cozy and fun atmosphere. Claire Seal, who has been a part of the planning committee for 2 years, played a big role in putting the event together.
Yeah, it's just fun. It's a good way to get involved with your community. Attracted by the Halloween, but stay for the people.
The committee has been hard at work since August, planning and plotting how to bring fall and Halloween to campus. Resident Hall Council members and resident assistants got into character to bring a frightening story to life in their haunted house.
Basically, you're at a blood bank, and there's two kind of sketchy doctors, and they're taking you through the clinic, and then the rooms through the hall, as you're walking through, will have people pop out, or the doors will open, and there will be some interaction. And basically, the whole staff of the blood bank is vampires.
In spooky fashion, they brought together a haunted house that was able to bring the scare factor to the season. Seeker. Whether you're a thrill seeker or a fall lover, the Fall Fest had something for every Cardinal to enjoy. I'm not a very jumpy person, but that haunted house definitely got some jumps out of me.
Oh my god, I bet. The haunted houses, I feel like just around campus are kind of worth it. You don't need to go anywhere like any screen park or anything like that.
Oh, most definitely. I will never step foot, ever, into a haunted house. Personally, they're scary. I don't want.
I didn't know that about you.
I hate them as much as the cold weather, honestly. Very, very scary, very not fun for me. Blood, scary.
Yeah.
Vampires, scary. Werewolves, scary.
Yeah. Well, we'll keep you away from those haunted houses. Thank you so much, Arlene. Let's toss it to Elizabeth for our final look at weather.
Yes, taking a look at those next 7 days, we are seeing those fall temperatures
Tomorrow we have a 60% chance of rainfall, with that high being 55. For Halloween, a high of 56. Saturday and Sunday we are looking at about 54 to 56. Again, that clock does set back on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday we see that sun peak out, 62 on Monday, Tuesday 63, and on Wednesday 64, and those lows will remain in the mid to high 30s. I am super excited for these temperatures. I don't know about you guys, and I think that Halloween is going to be awesome.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Well, thank you so much, Elizabeth.
Thank you.
That's all tonight for NewsLink Indiana. Be sure to tune in tomorrow night at 9, streaming live on the NewsLink Indiana Facebook page, YouTube channel, and WCRD 91.3.
And for news anytime, anywhere, just go to cardinalmediabsu.com. Have a great night and stay safe.